Hello, this is the 2015 July ban list Burning Abyss deck profile. Let's get straight into it. So, I play one tour guide. It's limited for one because you can just go off. Like, you can summon graphs, detach, mill 3. If you mill a Sir, you can then go into summon the graph and then just double Dante first turn. Really standard card. I run 3 of the standard Mellow Branch, 3 Skarm, 3 Graph, and 3 Seer. They can summon each other, you can search with this, you can just keep going. Right. Next, I play 2 Rubik. Some people like 1, some people like 3. I like 2 just because if one's in the deck, one's in the grave, you've got a chance to Virgil more often, and it's just a free special summon. And another name at the end of the day. I then play 2 Farfar. With Farfar, you can detach. If they have Xyz, you can get rid of their materials. So
unless it's a diamond.
Unless it's a diamond. But except if it's not diamond, you can just get it off the board and you can just do massive damage. I run 2 Libic. People do mainly run 1, but I like 1 in the deck just because if I'm Mathematician, I've still got another Libic if I have 1 in the hand, and I can just then easy Dante access as well. I play the 1 Barbar. This is amazing. It's a 900 burn. You can keep bringing it back with Sir and re-adding it with Dante and keep just burning them and bring it back. It's amazing. I run 1 Peripero. I didn't agree with this card, but now I agree with it. It's not a dark, so it's not affected by Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. When you take damage, just banish it, and you pop a card on the field. I then run 2 Mathematicians. I'm liking 2 at the moment. I used to run 3, but with the cut now at the moment, I'm finding Mathematician at 2 is pretty safe and standard at the moment. Onto the spells. I play Triple Upstart Goblin. 37 card deck. We have a story about this, how I got these. Very tragic, but I have 3 Upstart Goblins. I play 3 Galaxy Cyclone. It's better than MST because it's a millable resource and you can get rid of face-up cards on the field like Floodgates with Mistake, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. I'm tempted to take this out and test in Good and Evil again. I didn't run it, but I've seen it now. You can just add Firelake and if it's relevant, you can use it. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep this at 3. I might take it down to 2. And then the 2 standards, 1 Raigeki and 1 Foolish. Foolish is amazing in BA. You can just send any Mellow Branch and then summon or add with Skarm. And Raigeki is just ball clearance. And then for the traps, run 2 Firelake. People like 1 because of Necros, but I don't see Necros. This isn't a bad card. You can just send 2 in end phase, block 3 cards. I think it's a standard card and should be run at 2. I run 2 Breakthrough Skill. Millable resource, gets rid of effect monsters on the field.
Does it? I thought it just negated effects.
Well, it negates effects, but then it stops problems like Deneb, for instance, for 1. It can stop Infernoids, potentially, with their Light Swan engines and stuff. So, I just think it's an amazing card, this format. I love it. Easy out to Diamond. I run 2 Karma Cut. 1 gold, 1 ultimate. I am going to get the other ultimate. I like it at 2, with you can discard any card, banish 1 and banish the grave if they have multiple copies. Really hurts Harpies a lot, and it's just a really good card, because you can just discard Skarm, get a search, discard Graph, summon again, just keep going. Then, run 3 Wing Blast. Some people opt 2 or 1, I play 3, just because I love spinning cards on the top of the deck. If I'm against Necros, I would probably side this out, but I'm liking it at 3 at the moment, sorry.
Why would you side it out against Necros?
Because spinning monsters isn't really useful, because if they Trish you, Trish is still going to resolve.
But Unicorn.
I can spin Unicorn, but Herald's just going to add it back. That's the problem at the moment. And then, my one-ofs, Torrential, Vanity, and Crush card. Crush card is really good against Necros. Strong against Teller, most of the meta at the moment. I mean, you can't do damage, but if you can get rid of the hand, it's pretty damn strong. Vanity, and Torrential, board clearance, stop special summons, and you can easily get rid of this with Upstart or any other card really to get stuff off the field. Extra deck. I play 2 Virgil. Virgil spins cards. You don't go into very often, so some people are only maining the 1, but I like 2 just because if 1 gets solemned, you can still bring him out on the board, and he's a pretty big threat sometimes to get rid of with Seer can just bring it back if they go to the grave. And you get a draw as well, which is always a plus. Standard, 3 Dantes. You can just keep going into these. It's your main boss monster, so to speak, and I would never change this. I'd run 4 if I actually could. I then
also get an instant game loss, I think.
Yeah, and you would get an instant game loss, but I would love 4 Dantes. And then rank 3s is just the fillers. I run the 1 Acid Golem, 1 Shark, 1 Leviathan, 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Levia, 1 Alucard, Engineer, and Zen mains. Each is good in their own merit. Some people don't like playing Zen mains, but I think sometimes if you have Farfar attached, you can just banish monsters, keep yourself alive, attack, you get pop. I don't really use him unless I'm in the grind game most times, but I can go into him. Acid Golem's your beat stick. Nightmare Shark steals games a lot. I actually won locals, not one. I did well at locals because of this 1 card. Leviathan is a 2500 out to Darklaw. It's just another 2500 beater, and I just think it's always strong at the moment. Giga Brilliant, boost your monsters. It can get over things such as with Cosmo coming around the corner, Virgil can then crash and get a draw.
Coming around the corner, it's been out for like 3 weeks.
It's just not relevant at the moment, I don't think, though.
Not
I haven't really seen them. No, not at locals, no. Levia, I didn't like this card, but now with Barber, I think this card's amazing because you can just bring Seer back from the banish pile and then summon Barber again and then do another 900 burn damage. This card's amazing, I love it. Alucard, your popper for back row, and then you've got Engineer, just survives, and then can keep your Dantes alive and your Virgils alive from Regekis and that. Side, 2 Vanity's Fiend. I would play Spell Canceller if I had the money for those, and the chance to get them, but at the moment I'm just signing Vanity's Fiend for the Necros matchup. I then side 2 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is strong against Necros, Teller, BA Mirror. I mean, it can stop Tour Guide sometimes. I mean, it can be a good card, and I just think it's really good this format. I run 2 Lancia. Any Banishee deck. Mainly I look at Infernoid, Cosmo, and Rip Beast. It's better than the Iron Wall because you can summon, and you can just tribute from your hand. They can't banish. Really standard way to beat them. 2 MST. Main the Galaxy Cyclone. If they're running Macro or D-Fisher, I would side these in. Just more MST power and ability to come back. 2 Dark Hole. Because Dark Hole, it destroys the board and you get pluses off it. Why not? 2 Fairy Wind. Pendulum decks. Any deck which uses mainly Floodgates and does burn damage as well. And then, hands down, the best card, Mind Crush. So strong against Necros. Any deck which searches, you get to pick that hand, gets rid of all their cards.
Just one question.
Yep.
Everything you said in your side deck, what happens if you face a deck that isn't Necros?
If it's not Necros,
Yeah, you've basically sided for Necros and Clee and forgot about other decks.
it depends on what my matches are. I mean, where we are, I don't see many weird matchups. I mean, Evil Swarm would be the weirdest matchup. Veiler can still be strong.
Yeah.
And Dark Hole can get rid of problems with Breakthrough Skill as well, mained. And that's BA. Thank you very much.